Fits very cute. I actually like how it fit. I have it a little tight because, you know, I didn't want to use any elastic. So I'm making sure like it's like a tight grip, but it actually came out so cute. So I'm Zia Zebra. If you don't know, I create clothing and I also give tips and tricks in like makeup, cheap thrift shopping, beginner sewer tips, try-on hauls, Sims 4, and more. So please stay tuned and, you know, hit that subscribe button. Babes, this is some material that I actually got from my grandmother. I think it was like an old big shirt that she had, and I really love the color and the stripes on the, you know, the shirt or whatever. And I wanted to create, you know, some love arm gloves. I've always had an interest in gloves, and I made gloves before, y'all, but these will be arm gloves that you get from like Hot Topic or something like that, similar in that area. And I love Hot Topic. I grew up actually shopping at Hot Topic in the mall, y'all. If you know about Hot Topic, drop a fire sign if you do know about Hot Topic in the mall, which is one of the dopest stores in the mall actually. But yeah, can't wait to actually see how this turns out. Okay, so I have my print that I'm actually going to use. I have prints of my own love arm gloves, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this love arm glove that I got from a set, and I'm just gonna go ahead and measure my one and create my dots. I made sure my shirts was actually inside out, so I won't have marks on the outside of the material. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do that and mark everything one from here all the way down to the end of the shirt. All right, say hi to my niece, y'all. Hi there. I got some good. I see. All right, so I already marked the places, which I did it with I can't even find it, but a light brown marker. But you actually want to use something light and mark where the one is at for extra room, so you can size it down or whatever like that. But y'all, I made the marks and I accidentally had it too small at the end, so disregard these marks. This is the actual line mark where I will be cutting at and using it. Actually, I forgot to actually show, but you need to actually pin it down, you know, before you actually do your markers, y'all. All I'm gonna really do with this, y'all, is just put this on top. I already have the measurements or whatever, and I'm gonna just go ahead and cut this from there, and, you know, leave it up, size it up. And as you can see on the bottom part, it is the sewn part. You actually want to cut that off, like all of the actual sewn parts. So I'll be cutting exactly where the dotted line is at, because I don't need any of the sewn parts from the shirt into the gloves. So this is how the both of them are looking. I have officially cut them out, and I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, size them down to my arms. My arms are kind of like muscular and big, so I can make them a little bit more smaller. I won't think I need, you know, elastic, because I'm gonna make them kind of tight so it can just come on my arms. I'm more like a Hot Topic style that I think will be so cute, you know, more rock star-ish. And now I'm basically just sewing both of the edges, you know, to make the line in the arm part. But I'm gonna actually size and see where I want to actually have it tight at or loose at. This is one side. I'm gonna go ahead and sew the other side now. I'm gonna go ahead and size it on my arm and see what it's looking like. Okay, so it actually fits very cute. I actually like how it fit. I have it a little tight because, you know, I didn't want to use any elastic. So I'm making sure like it's like a tight grip, but it actually came out so cute. So I'm gonna just go ahead and keep it this size, and the long strings that I do have, I'm gonna just tie these in double knots. Okay, On the knot, y'all, I'm gonna tie all knots on the end, you know, the corners of the sleeve. Just do this right here, y'all, and just bring it through and do double knots actually on all of these, so I can make sure it doesn't go unsewn. And when I cut the string, babes, it is actually not too short but not too long. It'll be something mid, like that. Both of the sleeves actually done, knotted and tied and sewed. All I'm gonna do from here is just the string. Is just go ahead and trim down the sides, and I want to make sure that I'm not cutting way too close to the thread. And then I'm just going ahead and unravel them, turning them inside out to the regular form. I don't know if I want to add any other designs to this, but I will be thinking. Thank you. Regular material, all the denim material that I have scraps and put together or whatever, I'm gonna, you know, try to sew fitted skirt out of these and make it elastic or whatever like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with these two pieces and, you know, just sew them together or whatever. I have many different denims right here that I'm about to go ahead and cut and try to have them at a length like this so I can, you know, add them on or whatever. I officially sewed all of the other materials together. It's like this funky denim. That's kind of what I want to give it, and this will be the bottom part right here. I'm gonna go ahead and sew these two on top of each other, and of course I have to sew them inside out, so this will be the bottom piece, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the top piece. What I'm gonna do right here is actually just go ahead and pin down the side and cut it straight before I even, you know, get to sewing. I really want to make this the same length. As you see, this is the top. I have to cut a little bit of that. The bottom I'll definitely have to cut and make it even. We'll go ahead and start cutting this first top line right here and make it completely even. My legs are really hurting from working out, and I've been moving kind of slow. But anyways, y'all, I'm just, you know, cutting around the areas where I need to cut around. Just like that. And now, as y'all can see, the skirt is somewhat big. I have gained a lot of weight actually, so I'm going to actually sew down where I think I can fit it. I officially sized it, and your girl is a little, you know, thick in the hips. I did sew it right here, y'all, but it was way too small. I had to make it bigger, as y'all can see. And I'm just gonna go ahead and cut some lines. When I cut the lines, I don't want them to be too thin, so I'm making sure it's about at least 1 inch and cutting from here. From here, I'm just going to hem the top of the skirt, and I'm also going to do the bottom of the skirt, but this is where the elastic will be, somewhere at the top. And I kind of want to make sure that I have it, you know, even, but just something like that, fold it like that. And I'm gonna see what type of elastic that I'm going to use so I can know how big I need to make, you know, this part. I think I'm gonna use this size of elastic on my skirt. I actually like how the elastic turned out. All I did was connect, you know, the elastic in there, and sewed the elastic together and made sure I had it the same way. And put it inside of there. All I'm doing now is I made the short a little bit, shorter than what I had it. So I'm having to cut all of this extra length part off that you see right here. So the skirt is looking like this, and these are the details on it. I haven't cut anything or made anything neat yet, but this is it, you know, exactly how it's looking or whatever. On the skirt, I'm gonna add this detail individually. I hate that it's all cut up, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and add it and, you know, see how it looks. I'm not sure, y'all, but if I don't like it, I can just wash the fashion glue off and I guess start with something different. I'm not sure, but I'm liking the one detail on you know, the skirt, you know, just one strip or whatever, something simple. And you know, I use my fabric fusion glue. I already glued it down, and I'm really just letting it dry for like a day or so. Babes, this is the finished details of the material that I glued on with my fashion glue. It is a little bit of, you know, I guess glue spots. I did, you know, wash and dry it, y'all. I like how it turned the jean material stringy afterwards, giving it a little edge. But I love how I did the different materials on this skirt, y'all. And, you know, plus the love arm gloves. And I'm going to go ahead and style this outfit and I guess see what it's looking like, babes. Babes, this is the lovely outfit right here. I really love how it turned out, you know, something casual with the love arm gloves that I have on my arms, with the matching denim skirt that I have with the detail on the side. It is something, you know, like I said, cute. You know, I got my summer braids in, you know, and you know, this top that I got from Forever 21 that I thought was so cute. And it is just something, you know, soft rock, like with the soft grunge style type to it. And let me turn to the back, y'all. It's a little short, but it really is, you know, cute, you know, something fun and something different. I never tried anything matching with the love arm gloves, but this is actually my first time doing so, and I think it is so cute. It gives that, you know, soft grunge look to it. And the heels that I have with it is, you know, y'all can barely see, but some pointy silver heels just to match with my outfit. But I really hope you babes enjoyed this vlog. Don't forget to press that like button and show your girl some love, to have some love through the algorithm. I really did enjoy this outfit. I hope you babes enjoyed this as well. I really hope you babes appreciate this vlog, and please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Mwah!